Alright, welcome back to Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. In this video we have already found another body. And just like last time, we're gonna have to find this guy some coffee and donuts. I love those little character portraits, they're so good. So this door, as you could probably imagine, is like our end goal. That is where we want to get through, but we can't quite do anything about it right now. So we just got to explore a little bit more. We're going to take a look at the top of this little mansion here. Or at least this floor, because there's quite a lot to this mansion. I kind of wish Bugjirou had a little character portrait in the bottom too. And like his words of wisdom were like weird. If this is supposed to be going for like a point-and-click adventure like Clock Tower type game, if not just Clock Tower specifically, his words of wisdom should have been really obscure and like not helpful. Not that they're helpful now, but you know what I mean. Yeah, if there's one thing I could call Bugjirou, it would definitely not be helpful. So that's where we want to go next, but we're going to just explore more. Give some more time to listen to this absolutely incredible song. If I haven't made it clear yet, this soundtrack rips, and I'm so glad that the people that made this soundtrack are returning for 3. Even though Masafumi Takada, who did No More Heroes 1 and 2, I think, is not coming back, or at least as far as I could tell isn't coming back. That's a real shame, but yeah, these guys are great. And I think, wait, did I? No. I was going to say, I thought Akira Yamaoka was doing something for No More Heroes 3. I just made that up. That's just fake. I don't know why I said that. These guys are like nothing at all. I think they take like 1 hit to kill. As you could imagine, they do shoot projectiles. That's about it. It's about as annoying as they're going to get. It's not showing up quite as much in the video, but playing this was a nightmare because the performance is really bad. This game usually is like a pretty good, stable 50 or 60 frames a second. It'll dip a little bit, but not below like 55. But yeah, this just was weird. This one performed very strangely. And it doesn't really get much better as the level progresses either. I don't know what it is specifically about this level that did that, but... That noise is also in the silver case. It's when you crack a code or guess something correctly in that game. It plays the and I haven't seen footage of the original PS1 version. I'd like to see if that was in there, because if so, it definitely, that noise originated there and then was brought over later in No More Heroes instead of the other way around. So, I don't know, couldn't tell you. That guy's gotta go. He's too big. He's too powerful for me. Can't deal with him. I would like for him to go. These guys are fun, though. I wish there were more of these guys to fight. Just one-on-one fights with these guys are quite fun. Why can't we... Oh, jeez. They just threw one guy in there. That was bizarre. I think maybe if you had dropped down there, there might have been a little secret area. I'm not exactly sure. There are a lot of secret areas in this specific level. I think, no, this is the secret area. I could not figure out how to get up there. I know I did it before, because on my main file, I have all, if not most, of the skill chips. And I remember replaying this level a lot, specifically just to get some skill chips. I think each door you enter into has a secret pathway in it. And I don't know why, but this level specifically reminds me of Nier Automata. And then this happened, which I cannot explain. I don't know what happened here. I've never seen anything like this in this game, but at least I fell down. I was thinking that I was going to be stuck there permanently, but thankfully that did not happen. I'm telling you, these enemies suck. They're not fun to fight, they hurt you too much, and they make you fall through the map, so... Not an ideal enemy to fight, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I guess it's the kind of the color scheme and the like industrial look that really reminds me of Nier Automata. And by the way, I see people pronounce Automata differently. About halfway through the game, I kind of was like, wait a minute, is this game pronounced Automata? Because an automata, like, yeah, an automaton is a thing. But is this game pronounced that way? And then I started pronouncing it that way. But at the end of the game, one of the characters speaks to you, kind of breaks the fourth wall and says the title of the game. They pronounce it Nier Automata. So I was vindicated. I was right. It's Nier gosh dang Automata. It just feels better to say too than Nier Automata. So now, obviously, as you could imagine, we can visit the other side of this this floor, which we could not do before, and go in this door here. But yeah, these are still being blocked, unfortunately. I don't remember, but I think you can hurt Badman here. I'm just gonna go real quick and save, because, like I said, this is kind of a long, winding level, so if you save in between each kind of door that you enter, that's not exactly the worst idea in the world. Curious, why doesn't Travis say Moe when he's on the toilet, Speaking of Travis on the toilet, I don't understand why they did that in the PS3 version of No More Heroes, the Heroes Paradise version, which that game is not good. But they also put bosses from the second game in that game, like, I think in between levels, Travis would fall asleep on the toilet, and you would fight a boss from the second game. It was very bizarre. Like, if you were planning on playing the PS3 version first, and then playing the second game, like, your first time through, like, the series, that's not good. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That'd be like in Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes, there's just bosses from the second game, from Metal Gear Solid 2 in it. It doesn't make sense. So I think this is the last, if I'm not mistaken, the last of these, like, desert levels. They're kind of split up. Half the level is this desert level, and then the other half is something completely different. Which, I think I prefer the other levels better. Desert levels and, like, sewer levels have never been good. No one's ever liked them. Get the hell out of here, I don't want to deal with you guys. Every single enemy that they just spawned in there was an annoying enemy. And I'm glad that I was able to... Whoops! I was glad that I was able to just kill them in, like, one shot, basically. The platforming isn't very bad, I will say. It feels a little stiff. But for the most part, if you die, it's your fault. And I don't remember if I've seen it in any gameplay of No More Heroes 3, but I think it'd be kind of cool to get the jump back. Because it's just more mobility for your character, you know? Like, imagine playing Bayonetta or something like that without the ability to jump. That limits so many things. And like No More Heroes 1 and 2, you can't jump. It's not really like... I don't play those games thinking like, man, I wish Travis could jump. But I think it would be interesting. So, I was playing this and I was remembering, wait a minute, I think you can do something with this donut. So, if you go underneath the donut, as I'm attempting to do, I'll go the other side. You get a hidden path, as I said. Each of these levels has like a hidden path in it. And of course, they spawn like maybe 20 of my literal least favorite enemy ever. So you gotta deal with that pretty quickly here. And then you do get something for your troubles, but I don't remember if I even ever looked at the chip that you get. Maybe it's not even a chip, I think it's like a coin. I think it's like an Azteca coin or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, this is pretty rancid. You don't ever want to deal with that many of that specific enemy. That's just no good. Should probably heal. There you go. Now, I don't know, I've seen some people online say that I think you can switch to bad, like, if you're playing as Travis and you're about to die, just switch to Badman. Yeah, it was an Unreal Engine coin. That maybe wasn't worth it. But you could switch to Badman if you're in a pinch, and he'll have full health, and that's not, like, the worst thing to do, but I would personally not recommend it. And because we took the alternate pathway, you missed out on the donut, which I think is stupid. The alternate path should lead back to the normal path. It does in most instances in this level, but we're going to have to go back in and play that level again, which I think personally is very stupid. Again, not ideal, so we are going to, of course, cut ahead to when we get back to where we were right before the donut. So this is what we missed. This is what they couldn't just loop us back for. Is fighting a couple of enemies and then doing like one more platforming thing. Knock that guy right out of there. Hell yeah. Get out of here, you losers. See, I think that the side-scrolling aspect really works for this game. And I think that might be why this is my favorite level in the game. I think this style works well, other than the overhead. And again, I wish that this level was in a different style. Like, I wish it wasn't the 3D graphics. I would have loved this if this was like pixel art. Again, to reflect the different like games, I think different art styles would have been good for each levels. But then you would have had to have too many assets per level, and you know this was a very small team making this. So, I understand why they didn't or couldn't do it, but that is probably how I would have made the game. Not that I have any talents in making games. I'm just a guy who likes playing them. I'm just a passing gamer. Also, Suda loves that robot voice, because that robot voice is it's in Killer 7, it's in the Silver Case. He loves that thing. I am the robot voice. You picked up a donut. The Silver Case. And there was that, like, ghost guy in Killer 7 that you would talk to, and they kind of had that, like, Animal Crossing Animalese, and he would kind of go like, me me mo ma yo mo ma me yo 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 yo. So that was some good stuff in that game. I loved that. See, dude, we got you some coffee and donuts, my dude. Okay, see ya, buddy. Well, surely that's the end of that, right? So now, yeah, we cannot level up Travis. As you could imagine, some new things have opened up for us. Specifically, the edges of these, so we can now travel up another floor. But I think I'm gonna go the other side for some reason. I'm really unsure why I'm doing this. Because I think it's actually a mistake. I think I had to go to the right side, not the left. Oh no, I just wanted to check if both sides were open, and then I just decided to go up the left one instead. Don't know why I did that. So we now have a lot of more, like, floors to kind of investigate here. Like I said, pretty big level, pretty winding, kind of confusing. It gets a little wacky. Like, the next video is going to be pretty wacky. I think there's a lot of edits there because I get lost. It's a combination of I get lost a lot, and also I keep going back to the bathroom, and I didn't want to show, you know, me going back every single time. God, this song is so good. I wish that they would release this game's soundtrack on, like, vinyl or something. That would be fantastic. I would say I want them to release every single No More Heroes game on vinyl, but I think they just did a big bundle where you can buy, I think, No More Heroes 3, it comes with a vinyl, it comes with a bunch of stuff, it's signed by Suda51, but they limited it to so little copies that it's like, good luck getting it. I cannot stand the limited scarcity shit. That's so annoying. The way that Limited Run does Nintendo Switch games is how, A, they should do every single game, but it's how every company should do pre-orders like that. It's just open pre-orders. If you want it, you have this time to pre-order it, and then they're all made to order. It's as simple as that. People who want it, pre-order it, and then they get the pre-order. Not like, this is limited to 3,000 copies. I just got very lucky and got Mondo has been putting out Metal Gear vinyls, Metal Gear soundtracks on vinyl. They're finally doing Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear 2 and the NES Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear 2 on NES was very limited, and I managed to snag one of those. I got very lucky, but you shouldn't have had to get lucky. I don't know, it's stupid. So yet again, we have found some bodies. 2 this time, which means we're going to have to find 2 coffees and 2 donuts. This level, or this room, contains nothing right now, but I think later on it will contain something very important to us. So keep that in mind. Remember that room. Watch this space. So this contains our little friend, the Ramen guy, who I believe is back. I saw a screenshot of him in the open world of No More Heroes 3, and it looks like this dude's back, which I'm glad to see, because he's a cool little guy. I like this little man. So we are running out of time for this video. I will see you in the next one, where we explore more of the upper levels. See you then.